Hey math kids, today we're going to talk about percent rate of change again, but this time for specific data that we've used in the past. So way back, I think it was in 2-3, I can't remember, it says it on the assignment though, we studied some data. This was an HIV treatment and how successful it was, and we found that the data was exponential. And so we're going to look at that. We're going to look at the percent rate of change of that data. And just in case, so if you've already gone through it was back on our guess and check method for modeling data. If you already went through that guess and check process and you already have your actual model, you can skip this part of the video and just use that model, meaning the equation that you found when you did that. Just in case you lost that, because it's been a couple weeks since we studied that, I'm going to show you how to create a model in Google Sheets. So you want to copy both of those, go to the chart. Okay, creates this chart. We're going to change it to a scatter chart so we can just see the data, but we see that it looks exponential, and from that line graph it looked exponential. We go to customize series. We want to do a trend line. It draws a line that's not very good for what we want. Then we go to exponential, and we see that that's a really good representation of the data. And then we're going to change the label to an equation. And so we get this equation. Now, we haven't talked about this function e, so it's really hard to read. Let's make this bigger. Okay, so we have this equation. Let's go to Desmos and look at it, and I'll kind of show you. I'll give you a quick. Go to the graphing calculator. We're going to type in, I don't know if I can copy that, I can't. 121719. 121719. E to the negative 1.08x. 1.08x. Okay. And I think that must have been negative. No. This was negative. Hold on. What's going on? Yeah. This was negative. There we go. Okay. So now we have that in Desmos. And since you're not familiar with E, if we just type in E, it tells us right here that it's 2.718. And so we're just going to copy this, change the E to 2.178, just so it feels a little 2.718. I was like, that's not right, lining up. There we go. So if we turn off the blue one, turn it on and off, we see it's roughly the same graph. Okay. So if you have to create a new model, this is what I want you to use, is this equation. And then let's transfer that over here. So we have 1.21719, 2.718, negative 1.08x. And so if we go through the process from the previous video, we're just going to take this and plug in a 1 for x. And then we're also going to take that and plug in a 2. Okay, at this point we go back to Desmos. We don't need the graph anymore. So remember, go to Desmos and then go to Math Tools, Scientific Calculator, and we're gonna say 121.719 2.718 raised to negative 1.08. And then the first time we just plug in a 1 and we get that answer. So when we plug in the 1, it's 41339.9. Then we just go back to the calculator, change that 1 to a 2. That gives us our other answer, 14040.4. And then we take the answer when you plugged in the 2 and divide it by the answer when you plugged in the 1. And we can get rid of this now. And so we go 14040.4 divided by 41339.9. We get 0.33. And so remember, we think of this like a percentage, so it's 33%. However, we want to compare it for our answer. We want to compare it to 100%. So we need to take 100 minus 33, which is 67. And since that's lower than 100, we had a 67, because we went from 100 to 33, and so we have a 67% decrease. And so that's the answer that we want for that data. So if you need additional help, please come to MathLab. Until then, calculator.